Go.
Hey everyone, Chun DC here. We're going to go over today Bong upsell drill. Right? Now I've been kind of playing with this a little bit myself. When we you know, if anyone's followed this stuff or any of Jin's stuff, Jin's method, we shift rather than and root as opposed to base. Okay, so when we shift and root, it means that our centre of gravity is on one side, on one point on the floor, as opposed to here. This would be a base, this is a root. Okay, so in our system we root. So this presents some difficulties when you're doing drills a little bit, because you can't go through the motions as fast, right? So if you look at the usual way of doing Bong upsell drill, you'll just use face like this, and you'll just do this, and you'll see quick like that, and then you pull here, you switch here, and you can make the transition. You don't worry about your feet or your root or anything like that, because there's no pressure coming forward, really, when most people do this drill, right? You don't really see a lot of people going like real hard forward pressure, okay? The rooting system basically teaches you when you're doing drills that there's always pressure, right? There's always pressure coming at you. How do you deal with that pressure? And any drill that you do in Wing Chun has to have a rooting element to it, right? It has to be based on a root, how you transition from one position to another while still rooting and applying pressure on your opponent and handling pressure from there at the same time. Okay, so it's a little bit more complex, right? And the drills can be a lot harder to kind of to develop. So I thought a lot about this. How do we do Bong upsell drill while doing a root? So, you know, basically what I came up with was when we're doing the drill, okay, you want to be root like, look, I'm going to root here. I'm going to be in Bong, okay. Sorry, we're going to do from here, right there. So same side, right? My left side, I'm in Bong, kind of a low Bong, but I'm rooting with my Bong on the opposite side, okay? So here, so if Yan comes in and pushes me, I have to be so confident in my Bong, okay, in this hand position, and be able to root it to the opposite side. So this requires a lot of training to do this, right? This requires a lot of training to be able to develop that ability to root on one side and Bong on the other side. Okay, so when you push, I'm holding that pressure in my heel. Okay, so he's holding it in his heel as he's punching, the elbow comes in, for that. So now we're going to go into the drill, we're going to go upsell, right? So I pull the hand out, okay? As I come to punch, okay, I shift my root to the other side, and so does he. He shifts his root to the other side, so now I'm punching my left arm, my left heel is rooted, I punch forward, okay, he's doing Bong, opposite arm, opposite root there. So this is harder to develop, this capability of rooting, okay? There, now we're going to switch, okay, pulls down. As he shifts the pressure, I'm going to, look, I keep that pressure. As I transition, I have to be able to maintain that pressure and maintain that contact here. Okay, now you come forward, right, I should be able to hold this from Bong. Here, I put it in, here. Also there, okay, go locks up. So also you notice when you do locks up, okay, right, my elbow is in, here, look, elbow is in, I don't pull my elbow out here, because remember, I always have to be able to give pressure from both sides, okay, good, keep going. There, see, look. Good. So now, this is a root game, okay, we're switching from one root to the other, right, and if he doesn't root in time, my pressure is going to destroy his structure, right, it's going to ruin his root. So that's the aim of it, right? It's a little trickier to do it this way, and it requires a lot of kind of back and forth with your partner and figuring out, like, you know, just pausing. Don't go too competitive when you're doing this, right? The idea is to kind of get the drill down and make sure that your roots are connecting. That's kind of one of the best ways to train with a partner, right? Is to try and feel if both of your roots are connecting at the same time. And it doesn't really matter, like the hand positions. Again, one of the things about thinking about a Bong, right? So when you train it like this, okay, in kind of a traditional way like this, okay, here, go. I'm just thinking of a Bong as an arm position, right? Here, like that, okay. And it's kind of my, you know, you can get into the drill here. Yeah, it's fine, okay. But you're just treating Bong as just some sort of arm position, right? Or as a technique rather. But Bong is just, again, don't think of it as a Bong Sao. Bong Sao is just a name. It's a name to define a position that your arm happens to be in at a certain point in time, according to the pressure that someone's giving you, right? So don't go into Bong Sao unless you have to go into Bong Sao, right? Bong Sao is a defensive arm position, okay? But if you are in Bong Sao, you have to be able to make sure that you can send that into your root, okay? So if I Bong Sao from here, right, and I'm shifted on this side, if I'm Bong Sao here, I have to be able to transfer that energy down into my heel, right? Then I know I've done the technique correctly, because I haven't thought about it as a technique. I've just thought about it as an arm. My arm should always be connected to something, right? So the arm position doesn't really matter as long as it's connected to the root. When it's connected to the root, then you can throw people around, and the arm position won't really make any difference. So I use Bong Sao not as a technique, but as just another way of connecting my opponent to the root. And once I connect to the root, then I can destabilize him. So that's one way of doing Bong Sao Lap Sao. Leave your comments. This is, again, we're on an evolution here. We kind of come up with our own training stuff and trying to figure it out ourselves, and we're all experimenting and whatnot. But this has been pretty. I think this has been pretty helpful. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm playing instead. Fine, I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, check it out. Website www.wingchundc.com and come train with us. We're on 9th and U. Cool. All right. See you soon.